So let's talk about your profile, because your profile along with your photos is possibly the biggest asset you have in online dating, and you want to do it right. Now, that's why we do have an entire week dedicated specifically to the profile. So we're only going to go into a little bit of generality here, just enough to get you started. We'll definitely go into a lot more depth in week 1, and I'll also show you even some of my own profiles. But for now, let's talk general principles. What do guys do wrong in their profile, and what can you do right from the start? Well, the first thing you need to know about the profile is you need to know what you're trying to do. Your profile is marketing. It's advertising. Right? And in the same way that when you see ads online, the fundamental thing the person advertising to you wants to do is get you to click on it. It's the same thing with your profile. All right? You want to get clicks. You want to get noticed. You want to stand out. It doesn't matter too much whether she clicks on you because she's like, oh, that's amazing, or she clicks on you and she's like, who the fuck is this? Because once she reads the profile, she's going to hopefully come to the conclusion, he's amazing, or he's cool, or I'm interested, or I'm intrigued, or something like that. So obviously the best is if she's like, I have to see this and this is amazing. That's obviously the ideal. But if you had a choice between who the fuck is this, I have to click on it, and oh, this guy's all right, but he's like every other guy, you prefer who the fuck is this, I have to click on it. So the point is you need to stand out. Put it this way. Girls are sitting on the app, swiping left, 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 left. They're swiping left a lot more than they're swiping right. They do swipe right, but they're swiping left a lot more. And so if you want to get that right swipe, you can't be the average guy. The average guy gets very little in online dating. A few guys get a lot. You want to stand out from the average. Also with online dating, and to be fair with dating in general, it's a lot better to have a few girls be like, wow, this guy's awesome, I'm really into it, than to have a bunch of girls that are like, I can take it or leave it, right? You want those really bought in leads, and you're only gonna have those if you do stand out. So you do want to stand out. I'll give you an example that's actually no longer really all that applicable, but it is a good lesson in online dating, which is years ago on Match.com, and maybe OkCupid had it as well, but at least Match.com, they had a thing where they had a profile headline. Your profile would have a headline as the first thing someone reads about you on the profile. And my profile headline that worked really, really well for me for a long time, I said, life is too short to dance with fat chicks. Which, by the way, is risky nowadays because it could get your account banned potentially. It might get you reported or something like that. But back in the day when algorithms weren't as big of a thing, and when there was such a thing as a headline, that headline got me clicks. And then, of course, in my profile, I wasn't quite as big of a dickhead as my headline suggested. I was kind of fun, funny, charming, witty, still edgy, but not so much. But what happened is I at least got clicks because of it. Right? I've done other times. In fact, I think I have a profile now even where it starts off with something like get out while you still can, or get out before it's too late, or warning, I'm this way or that. Why? Because it attracts attention. Because it makes a girl say, wait, who the fuck is this? Why would a guy do this? Most guys are trying to tell me all their best qualities and trying to sell themselves to me. This guy's saying like, you should run away, right? That's intriguing. That's interesting. That's worth a click. So your first thing when thinking about your profile is this worth a click? Is this interesting? Is the headline good enough they'll read the article, right? And ideally the headline and the article are related, and ideally the article flows from the headline, but even if the headline was theoretically quote unquote clickbaity, right? It just gets the click and then the article is good, people will excuse the clickbaitiness if the quality underneath is good enough, all right? So the point is, your goal in the profile is to get attention, get noticed, get seen. Your goal is to get the click. Fundamentally, it is marketing, it is advertising. And what doesn't work is boring. And that's what most guys are. Most guys are boringly good enough, right? There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing unattractive about them. There's nothing that's a huge disqualifier. They're just the next yawn as the girl casually swipes left on them. That's what you want to avoid being. You need to stand out. That needs to be your focus when writing a profile. You should be able to answer, what about my profile stands out? Why am I getting the click? What makes me different than every other guy on the site? If you can't answer that, there's probably something fundamentally wrong with your profile.